Hey there, good morning and welcome back to another edition of Taylor Tips. My name is Jeremy and thanks for joining me. And if this is your first time stopping by, glad to meet you. I hope this message finds you well and serves you well today. This particular tip, this particular week is involving being a culture builder. I've been reading a book called Simplify from a gentleman by the name of Bill Hybels. And in that book, Bill talks about what it means to declutter your life, and not just declutter your life and simplify your life, but declutter your soul. Really get down to what it means to focus on what I like to call keeping the main thing the main thing. And in that, there's a particular section, of course, because we as adults, we oftentimes place our identity in our work, right? Oftentimes when people say, one of their initial questions when they engage in conversation with you is, what do you do for a living, right? And so Bill understands that as a pastor of a large church and who heads up one of the largest and most well renowned and recognized leadership efforts annually. He recognizes that a lot of people fall in the trap of placing their identity in things that we do, right? Things that we can accomplish or even other facets of life. And if you want to know what some of those pitfalls are, just go to Ecclesiastes and read some of Solomon's writings, and you can see that all the things that we chase after, which he calls meaningless, chasing after the wind, right? But either way, in this particular context that I want to drive home this week is Bill specifically talks about when he shows up for work to be a culture builder, it brings a whole new meaning to his job. It brings a whole new level of fulfillment and gratification to what he does versus just going, right, to do what he's supposed to do to get a paycheck, right? Showing up for work tomorrow because that's what you did yesterday and being no closer to the goals that you don't have, just aiming at nothing, not looking to add any value. In other words, what I really want you to focus on this week is how can you be a difference maker? How can you be a culture builder in the workplace? It could be sending out a positive quote on Monday morning to your staff if you are in a position of leadership. It could be making a positive effort as soon as you get to the office or as soon as you get to the school or wherever it is that you work, making sure that you say hello and good morning to everyone as soon as you get there. It could be during your lunch break, making an effort to get to know someone different in the workplace and asking some intentional questions about how their life is going, or getting to know the names of their children, or asking them what you can pray for. Speaking of prayer, maybe you think about some goals that your organization has, and you pray specifically for those goals or for your leadership or for your organization every single day. Either way, I just want to invite you this week. I want to encourage you this week to be a culture builder. Yesterday we celebrated Dr. Martin Luther King Day. And of course, this gentleman was a visionary, right? He was a dreamer. He said that in one of his greatest speeches, a great orator that he was. But he had the ability to move people, to get people to do things because they bought into the passion that he had for seeing life differently than what it currently was. And so when I think about being a culture builder, who better to display what it means to change a culture and to make a difference in the workplace, to make a difference in humanity than Martin Luther King. Either way, I hope this tip finds you well, serves you well this week. Remember, dreams do come true for people just like you, but to dream is to do. Nothing happens until something moves. Until next time, love you guys. I'm out. We'll see you. Holla at you. Let's grow. Yo.